Hello, this is Mitch with the Furnished Kitchen. My intention today is to show you some things that I've done on my own home. I'm the owner of the Furnished Kitchen. I've been around about 10 years. I've done many projects. In addition to kitchens, I do bathrooms, built-ins, trim work, all kinds of things. And we go through a tour of my house today, which you're looking at right now. I'll show you some of the projects that I have done. So I'm going to walk into my house. I did a major remodel about 8, 9 years ago, and it's a 1970s home. And I opened up the walls in the house. You'll be able to see this here shortly. And I've done project by project by project. I've done many projects within my home. I tell many of my clients that you start with one and you just add to it. Many of the customers that I do business with today, I've started with one project, and many of them I'm on the second, third, or fourth project. So come on in, take some time. I'll show you the home, and we'll spend some time looking at the kitchen, some bathrooms, some built-ins, and other projects I've done. And this might inspire you when you're looking at some projects for your own home. So welcome, come on in. We're walking over to the kitchen right now. The kitchen was on the far side of the house. I moved it here during my remodel, and you can see from the photos or the pictures you're taking right now that I opened it up quite a bit. Over on this side of the house, which is where the kitchen used to be, I moved it, as I said earlier, and created a bathroom which didn't exist, and created a mudroom, laundry room, kind of a drop zone, which we'll spend some time talking about in a few moments. Back to the kitchen again, I built these cabinets. I laid out the kitchen. We'll talk about specifically what I thought through when I laid out the kitchen, but it's very open to the family room. It's very popular to have open designs in today's building, and I use some clever things to kind of define areas. If you look at the ceiling, you'll see the ceiling kind of defines the space, and then as we walk through into my family room, you'll see that I did drop ceilings here to kind of define areas within the home. So very open floor plan, quite an extensive remodel project. In addition, over here, I have my dining room. I'll later talk about built-ins, but I created a built-in that's lit up because my dining room does not have any windows in it. Okay. As we move further along, you can see in some of the photos, some of the built-ins that I've done. We'll spend some time specifically about these projects and how it warms up the room and provides a more finished look within your interior. In addition to that, I did not have an office before. I created an office by bumping the front of the house out several feet and added this office. Again, there's built-ins within the office, and we can talk about that later. In addition to that, I moved the stairs. The stairs were at the front of the house. I put the stairs kind of in the middle of the house and created a half railing that's finished in white oak to create some better way to get access to the basement. As we walk down the hallway here, this end of the house is basically 4 bedrooms. I actually took 2 bedrooms and created 1 bedroom out of it, and I kept the existing 2 bedrooms, but I remodeled them. Let's walk through there and I'll show you some of the space. Here in the guest room, as we walk through here, I removed the closet, which I thought was in a really poor position, and moved it to the front of the room, created a detail in the back wall, kind of a slat wall. I created some closet space here to keep it as a conforming bedroom. So this is the front of the house. As we walk down, this was another project that I did here. This is the bathroom. I had a wall here before, I had a window here before, but my intention with a hall bath or this kind of bathroom is to create as much storage as I possibly could. Putting a glass wall on the tub allows you to look at the nice tile work. So it's a lot better than closing that off and not being able to see all the creative tile work. As we walk down further here, this bedroom was kind of left alone. We use it as a craft room. My wife does crafts, and so this room's kind of outfitted for her to work on crafts. I actually recently built this cabinet over here, and I've done several of these for other customers, but basically it's a cabinet with metal steel doors, and it creates a nice bit of storage. If I wanted to make this a conforming bedroom, I could create this more as a closet, and then it would be back into a bedroom space. But today we're using it for a craft room. In addition to that, over here, in this space here is our master bedroom. We had windows in different places. I moved windows all around. I took 2 bedrooms, as I said earlier, and created a master suite. A lot of the older homes, especially 70s or 80s vintage, had really small bathrooms. So creating a master bedroom and a larger bathroom was more fitting for us. Additionally, I have a built-in in here that I added recently to kind of warm up the space and do something with a blank wall and not have a TV just hanging on a wall. So you can see that here. It's kind of a giant shadow box. Into the bathroom area, I put a door. A lot of bathrooms don't have a door, but I think having a door, if someone wanted to use the space in the morning, creates some more privacy. So walking into the bathroom space, the whole idea here was to create a vanity for his and hers. So there's 2 vanities in here. I bumped the wall out here to create a platform here and to give more of a textured look to the bathroom. And then I decided not to put a tub in my master bath because I really don't think it needs it, because I have a very large tub in my basement master bath that I built down there. So I have a very large shower. It's about a 7-foot by 6-foot shower, and I really wanted the larger shower space for our family. Okay, while he films that. In addition, I have a walk-in closet. We don't really need to go in here. You know, closets are always kind of a little messy, but I did a built-in in this closet. It has a tremendous amount of space. Storage is always an issue in anyone's home, so it has quite a bit of storage in it. So also, in addition, I put a window, which I like having a window out to the outside world, in a bathroom. So floors heated, you know, some nice fixtures and some nice details to fit the style of my house. What we're in here is all the casework and trim work that I've done. This is kind of a arts and crafts style trim work. You don't need just to put a frame around a window. You can add some detail around it, which punches up the trim work and gives it a little bit more design. So something you may consider in your home. As we walk further down into the house, I can show you some other areas within our mudroom and that space and what I did in there to create storage. So let's walk through the house and I'll show you some other things that I've added. Let's walk into this half bath. I'll show you some things that I was experimenting with when doing this bathroom. It may be a little hard to film, but I did not have a half bath at this side of the house. In a lot of the older homes, the bathroom's at the other side of the house. So I've done many remodels where I added a bathroom, you know, closer to where people are congregating, especially a kitchen or a family room. But I added texture, I added tile, I have wood, I have different color woods to kind of give it a more unique look. And again, it's just a powder room bath, but this was part of the design element. The mudroom, and I've done several mudrooms laundry rooms. And to me, these rooms should be a drop zone. They should have a sink in them if it's really nice to have that as an amenity. Having the washer and dryer in its own room and being able to shut it off from the rest of the house provides value as far as being more quiet. In addition, it's having storage that's kind of pleasant to look at, and then having storage like this over here, which provides all kinds of additional storage for all kinds of overflow items. So the whole idea is you come in, this is my garage door, and come in through the garage, you can have a drop zone, and you have a place to store all your components. So I can show you here, the door shuts. These are all just storage for all kinds of things that people have in their everyday life. It's really nice to have the storage available. So close the door here so you can show how we can close it off. Put a little glass door there to give it a little bit more pizzazz. And that's the entrance to the laundry room. So coming back into the kitchen, I'll just give you some of the thoughts specifically about my kitchen. Almost everyone wants a big island. And so an island is the kind of the centerpiece of the kitchen. It's a place where people can congregate, and it's very social. Having it open to the family room, you can be watching TV while you're preparing in the kitchen, is something that I run into quite often. In addition, in my particular kitchen, I have my pantry storage here and my refrigeration here. And the whole concept is when I walk in with packages, I have a way to store items that need to be refrigerated and items that need to be stored in a pantry. So I'll show you the inside of the pantry. I built it out, so it's got plenty of space in there, especially if you enjoy going to Costco. So this is my pantry. A lot of the kitchens that I do, people just buy a pantry and store in there. Mine lended itself well to actually building out a pantry. So coming over here, pretty traditional that a lot of kitchens, I add a lot of drawer space. Drawer space is very user-friendly. You get a full extension of the drawer, you get pots and pans and really good access. In addition to that, if you're looking for spice storage, full access, all the spices are there, you can read them and get to them very easily. So I like to lay kitchens out based on functionality and flow. And so having a cooktop with room on both sides really lends itself well to be able to place things and items next to the cooking surface. In addition to that, having a good workflow where the refrigeration is off to the side where there's no intercepting of the traffic in the kitchen, in the zone. I also try to get really good thoroughfares through here so two people can pass comfortably. That's typically a 42 or 48 inch wide passageway. Having a microwave here in the island is really unique. It's really hard sometimes to find a good place to put a microwave, but this particular microwave in the island is out of the way and user-friendly for people to use. The hood is basically just a typical hood where you can evacuate smoke, especially if you're having gas cooking, you're going to need a way to evacuate the smoke. Whether you come straight up or do a backdraft, there's quite a few ways to incorporate a venting system. The thing to keep in mind is typically they're a lot easier to do on an outside wall, which is where mine's located, than an interior wall. The sink, fairly traditional that a sink, this happens to be a farmhouse sink, they're very user-friendly. And in a farmhouse sink that having it in front of the window, I bumped my window out so I'd get more view outside. And again, lighting is extremely important in any project, whether it's natural light or ones that you're using by adding lighting. So that's kind of a quick tour of my house, and I'm looking forward to talking with you and consulting with you and looking at your projects and giving you many, many ideas. I'm usually end up going on a sales call and talking to people. I'm usually there for an hour or two because they find out that I have a lot of ideas, and my way of working with people is to consult, give them ideas and expand their thoughts and see if there's a project that works well for both of us. But I really appreciate the tour today, and If you have any questions, please never hesitate to call me. I'm happy to talk to you. Thank you.